We are here in Kolwezi in the Democratic Republic of the Congo to better understand raw material extraction. Cobalt is so heavily incorporated into products that we use on a daily basis.
Dangerous work, unsafe, illegal, where children are abused and used. The DRC has motivated genuine concern by business people who want to invest responsibly.
These are people. They're not objects, it's people. We have to go out there and do our best to possibly save a life out there.
If you want a degree of comfort, the area that is producing the cobalt that you are buying is such that it is being done responsibly. You will need to have visibility to understand the rest of that supply chain.
When we tell a supplier or a customer that we are serious about working only with businesses that are ethical and compliant, we mean that.
Assent is going beyond just providing a platform, going to these local communities to truly gain visibility into the impact of sustainability topics. We're going to capture and really humanize these particular areas and situations. We're putting real stories to the data you're collecting. Larry, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks
really
for having
grateful. Yeah, really grateful that you're part of this. You work at GE Appliances. You have a well-established ESG and conflict minerals program and have solidified a really strong partnership with Assent. But I want to take a step back and really get full clarity on your entire journey of how you got here. So where did it start for you?
So one of the things I was in charge of is our corporate social responsibility audit program. And so I had some awareness that, companies don't always do the right thing. I learned of a conference that was going on in Chicago about conflict minerals focus on what it is and how to do it. Well, at the end of that conference, a gentleman from Assent said, hey, if you'd like, we can review your report before you send that to the SEC. He's looking at my report and he says, it's a good report, it's a good format, well written, but were you aware that there's 11 smelters that are considered high risk? 11 smelters? That's just a failure. I went to Assent because they had a way of explaining it to me that I understood. The list of your suppliers, that's a living document. This is where I've asked Assent to help me because they have more information, more data than I do to help me to understand, is that really a high risk or not? We developed an audit program with our suppliers, going through their information with us to see, do they really have risk in there or not? Now when I give them a report and they see a compliance company name on it, they know it's not just my effort. They know experts were behind that. The information in there is real, and the other businesses, other customers, they believe that. We have to elevate the passion behind it. And you can elevate the passion behind it by further showing the evidence of what's happening out there.
When people ask, what can companies do to address the concept of critical minerals or issues regarding supply chain, the first answer I have is be compliant. Be compliant with the laws and regulations that are out there, because by doing that, you're showing that you take those topics seriously as a company. And you also, of course, minimize the adverse impacts that your supply chain may have in affecting local communities that may be affected by these issues. It's really starting to go out and publicly demonstrate commitment and support for legislation and international organizations that are actually on the ground supporting people in these communities.
When are we going to stop beating the expectation and start making a difference? The expectation is that you check your block, that you gave your reasonable country of origin inquiry. Assent has taken a lead to humanize it back to everybody else for us. And those pictures and photos and testimonials from those who have visited firsthand is a very important piece to getting someone to understand what's really happening. We got to be a partner in this to get the right responses, the right data for the right purpose.